Hey Asp, it's John, and you know who we're sitting with. This is Instructor Zero. I just went out for a day on the range with Zero, and we had a blast. And I got so much footage. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be awesome. And listen, I know that everybody sees you on your videos, right? Everybody sees you, incredibly fast, incredibly accurate. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing, and I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. But I see a humble man. Here we're sitting here at the Pro Gun Club in outside of Las Vegas, waiting to get a shot. And what you couldn't have seen is for the last half an hour, Zero sat with a Navy EOD veteran who has lost an arm and just loved him because of his great sacrifice. And so we talk gun stuff. You see that everywhere after shot. I want to hear about your passions, man. Tell me about your passion for veterans.
I think that my main point is how I can be useful for the next. In our community, my dream is to build really a community where we can help another brother. When we can help a brother starting to South Africa, arrive to Alaska, where everyone can share his experience, not mine. I know perfectly that there are tons of people with more experience, more talent, more skill than me, and I know that I'm just a little stone of this universe, but I know that I'm lucky because I have the opportunity for do what I love. So even if I work hard, and even when I work for 18-20 hours a day, I do it with a smile because it's exactly what I love. I love my job, and so I'm lucky for this, and I need to put my luck on the service of someone else. So every morning when I wake up, I try to understand how it could be useful this community, how I could be useful for someone. Because if I need to think about me for the future, just for hit the plate in .40 or something like that, I close everything. It's not my deal. I don't want to be a trick shooter or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't. I work in two different division, training division and operative division. I work as a firearm instructor and I work as a security consultant or risk analyst. And so a lot of time I am outside of my country. And one of the things that I love is meet different people, different minds, different cultures. And because, I always say, as I told you before, instructor part-time, students always.
Always.
Yeah, you need to try to learn from, now we finish a day. I was not so happy because I shoot not so good. I have a lot of pain on my shoulder because I have a small injury to my shoulder. But when I arrive here and I find a guy like Shane, the veteran, I see him. I say, I say, what are you doing? I am sad because I don't shoot good now. That is, this guy gives me more energy and more power than any other team. I think that if every one of us, and this can start to happen in our community, if anyone give 5 minutes of his life to the next, we can build something very, very strong.
So that leads into the next thing that I want to talk about. When we were on the range earlier, you were a big name. You got hundreds of thousands of followers. Everywhere we go, I'm telling you today, everywhere we went, when we checked in today at the gun club, and I said, hey, we're here to train with Zero today, and the gal signed us in, and these two young men that were hanging out waiting to their stuff, they went, you're training with Instructor Zero today? Can we meet him? And I was like, hey, it's not my stuff, guys. I can't let you. So you're famous, but one of the first things that you said to me when we came to the range, and we'd never met before, was about being humble.
You need to be humble. This is the main rule that I learned in my life. I grew up with this rule. This is not life rule only. Is you need to apply this rule even in your task. Every time you are on the field, you need to be humble in what you do. You never undervalue what you have in front of you. You never be too so sure about what you can do. But you know, this is it's a really important rule, and I think that the respect. I have big respect for anyone because I can learn from anyone. I want to learn because everyone can give me a piece of his experience, and I can take that piece, and after I'm going to filter that piece in the base of my experience, and I put inside for my puzzle. And you know, there is no sense. Everyone that give me a time for write a message to me need to have back my respect and my time. But the problem is now that the community is so huge. I'm alone. I mean, I have two teams that work together with me.
Sure.
But at the beginning, I tried to reply soon to everyone in first person. Now I can't because I don't have
600,000 fans later.
Yeah, we produce something like 12 millions of content for months. It's something that is unbelievable. At the beginning, the first, we had a lot of problem just for management. A lot of people write, "Hey, why you didn't reply to my message?" But we try, but it's not easy to do, you know. But for me, it's a kind of respect. If someone, even if it's a bad comment, but if someone give me a time, even for a bad comment, need to have my respect, even if we are not agreeing in one point. And maybe sometimes this kind of community have this kind of goal. I want to one option we can discuss. I show and I share one option, and then we start to discuss all together, and maybe we can find a solution all together for because you know it's important. I don't want to be a part of a community that are going all in one sense, that everyone say, that's true, that is good. Now, if something is not, we can talk.
Sure, work on it together.
Yeah, we need to analyze together.
Yeah.
Say, okay, maybe I lost something, maybe I missed something. So your idea about my option could be useful for me. So I need to say you thanks. When this happen on the base of respect, because that is the main point. Because you know, we need to be, we need to use our experience for sure. My little experience. A lot of people have more experience than me, but sometimes I see a lot of my colleagues, instructors, that leave this as a nightmare. That someone is better than another. I don't want to be the first of the class at all.
If you're the best of where you are, you need a bigger pond, right? You need to train with more people.
It's nothing. I never looking for something like that. I'm looking for try to be better than the day preview.
Compete with me to be the best I can be, not with you.
Yeah, it's I need to, you know, at the end of the day, I say, okay, what I did today is good or not. Sometimes I think it's not enough what I do, but I try to give my best every time. That is the point.
We saw that today. I'm telling you guys, you didn't see this, but we sat today, and this guy went without lunch. He went all day long. We got there about 11 o'clock this morning. At 6:30, we're still just getting off the range, and then guys are mobbing him, and it doesn't matter. That humility comes through, and I just want you to know that I appreciate that. That it's a huge deal.
Thank you. That is the minimum that I can make, because you give me your time today. You make the road for arrive here. You give me your time on the range, your attention. So the minimum that I can give to you is and you know, I love this moment. I love to meet today when I met you two guys as the other guys. For me, this kind of moment where we can talk with jokes, because we need to remember that we don't take so serious everything we do. We need to work in serious. When we work in a serious way, for sure, because you know the job that we do is something very serious. When we work with
Sure.
a firearm, we need to be serious. But also in that, we can have some fun, coffee bet or something like that. You know, it's important to break the moment and to have a contact. Because, you know, today I met you too. That is a good point. I met two good guys more that next time I see you, hey, you know, that's and if you come in my country, for me is a pleasure to hit together, to share, to talk about your life, to talk, you know, this is why we do. If we need to do something just for money, just for have sponsorship, yeah,
Close it up.
yeah, I close everything.
So you told me earlier you were raised in Africa and you've been around the world. You were, you know, you've got a schedule. You're going to be in France later, England, Italy, Poland.
United States.
But-
if I need to think another country where I can live more than mine, for sure United States.
For sure, the United States, huh?
If they give me a visa,
If they give you a visa, right, to come
please
in
give me
here.
a visa.
Yeah. So what's to come for 2015 for Instructor Zero? What are your plans for this year?
With the training division, we will be very, very busy. We will work around the world, different continents, so many countries, so many different units. Even there, we start to support a lot of units that they don't have a lot of research, a lot of budget for training. We try to give them a support. It's not easy because you know the time day is 24 hours.
Yeah,
So
you gotta feed.
you can make
you gotta feed
more
your
than
family.
this. Yeah. And this is so what we want to realize in 2015. For sure, we hope to start work in the United States, even in a private with civilian students, with units for sure. And we are going to work in Asia, South America, Africa, Middle West. So with operative division, I continue to do my job. And what is important, a lot of time people think that I live on the range. It's not like that. That is my dream. If I can wake up in the morning, couple of hours on the range, couple of hours on the gym,
Yeah.
perfect life. But this is
But you
just-
work full time.
Yeah, sometimes I work 22 hours per day and not on the range.
So people, you think, and I hear this on people on your videos when I share them on the Active Self Protection Facebook page, that, well, I could do that if I had somebody that's bought my bullets and I could train all day
I
every
don't
day.
have any kind of sponsor for ammo. I paid for my
So you
ammo.
buy your own ammo, you don't get to go to the range every day.
No, I buy my ammo and I don't have time for a charge, and I don't want to charge because when I go around the world, I can have the perfect munition. I just use a commercial munition. And, you know, I need to, this is an English word. I don't know if I can say it on camera, but I call this, I can say bad word? A little bit.
Sure,
bad
go
word?
ahead. Bad word coming.
Yeah, bitching. What is
Bitching.
bitching? Yeah. When you start to take money for everything, for ammo, holster, gun. Now, everything I use, I believe in what I use.
Amen.
Because
I do
you
the
know,
same.
if you see me use, I don't know, holster and after is not good product or is a fake, you say, how is trustable this man that say, hey guys, it's a really good product, and after it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but
That's just
you know,
personal integrity.
How many companies contact us with these numbers?
Oh, yeah.
Media numbers. Not they don't contact us because I'm tall and cool, but because we produce a lot of numbers.
Yeah, because you got fans.
But no way.
Sure.
When, for example, you know how many companies they want to send us for tests. Hey Zero, I'm going to send you holster. I'm going to send you shoes or shirt. I don't know for tests, and then we buy. If I'm interested to test something, I want to buy.
Wow.
I want to be free. If it's good, I say it's good. Okay, now we can talk. But if it's not good, no way that I'm going to work.
We call that integrity. That's what we call that.
Yeah, I think that you need to make a choice in your life. What do you want to do? You know, and when you have a so huge community, as I told you, to be an instructor is a lifestyle.
It is.
It's the same way for your student. When you teach to your student, it's not what you teach all inside the range, but what you teach also outside of the range. I work in university, I teach in university the last 10 years because I believe in the new generation, because our generation, my generation and the previous generations in my country, in this sector, are violent. So we need to bet on the new generation. We need to believe in the young guys, that they need to come with a proper mindset.
Got to pass it on to the next.
Yeah, we need to share, and this is something that is very important. That when we can share our knowledge and pass to the next, but it's not easy sometimes. And you know, what I find amazing is the big opportunity that I have every time when I can have a confrontation about my system with different units from different countries, with different laws, with different minds, with different work systems. And what you need to understand in the United States, this is an important point. You need to remember that not all the world is going as the United States.
It's true.
A lot of countries in Europe, we have really a different mindset, because the mindsets come from the lifestyle, from the laws. So even our law enforcement units work with different systems between the United States.
Yeah.
I can't train a unit the same way that I can train a American or United States law enforcement unit, even if
Very different.
If a special units. So what is important that we need to understand? We can buy the last model of Red Dot. We can use the most beautiful, amazing, customized platform. We can use a lot of technology, but it's important that we are sure before that we are able to use a basic current side.
Yeah.
That we can
The person.
know the knowledge for the basic,
Yeah.
and then we can use the last model of the Red Dot.
The person is way more important than the gear.
Yeah, this is the easier part to train.
Yeah.
What is very hard to train
Is
is
that.
this. We need
So-
to start here.
I know you're passionate about passing on your knowledge to the next generation.
I try.
If you had one piece of advice to give a young person, whether that's in the shooting sports or self-defense or just in life, to give them to that they said, I want to succeed in life, Zero, what would I do? What advice would you give them?
Be humble and never stop to learn. Try to learn don't stop to learn. Don't lose the passion for learn. Don't stop there. Don't never think that you are arrived, because as soon as you are trained for something, you are ready for the upgrade, because time has passed.
Yeah.
I told before, as for example with the technology, with the phone, as soon you buy the last model of a smartphone, 2 months later, exit the new model.
Yep.
And you need to start it. In the training on an operative context, it's like this. We need to learn from the past.
Yeah.
And sometimes we forget this.
Well, what you heard here is, we talk about it, active self-protection, ASP, attitude, skills, and plan. And what I'm hearing you say, Zero, is that it's attitude first. That if you've got a great attitude, if you're humble, if you're teachable, then everything else can fall into place. You can learn the skills, we can make the plans, and those are context dependent, but attitude is always king.
Yeah, because, the only weapon that can travel to you everywhere, the only weapon that for sure you have always with you is this.
Amen. Well, guys, I hope that you appreciated this, because I know everybody wants to talk to Zero about what gear should I buy, what skills should I have, can I shoot this gun or whatever, but I wanted you to meet him. In getting to know him today, we were talking and I said, man, I want the fans of Active Self-Protection to meet this really incredible, humble, kind, fun guy. So Zero, I'm telling you, listen, man, I've been a fan from afar, watching your stuff and sharing it
Thank
on
you
our
very
Facebook
much.
group. Man, I'm a fan up close now, and you've got
Thank
a
you.
loyal friend in active self-protection.
Yeah. Now I hope that we are friends.
Indeed.
We are on the same plane, man.
It's good
Thank
to
you
have
very
my
much.
friend. God bless
Thank you.
Hey, everybody,
Thank
as
you,
always,
Martin.
cover your asp.
Great guys. Really great guys. Thank you for your time, guys.
Awesome.